first met Ahmed in October when he was staying in this house paid for by the Home Office while his asylum claim was being processed.
So this is my little library for the moment.
He's just found out he's able to stay in this country, and now he's moved from Middlesbrough to Surrey. He's living here rent-free while he finds a job and a home of his own. He says his priority is to get his wife and children out of Syria.
I've got my bedroom, I've got my table, I've got my books, I've got my laptop, and most importantly, I've got a roof, which a lot of people at the moment don't have it in my country, back in Syria. I left my family behind. I've got brothers, little brothers and sister. I've got my mother, my father, and got my wife and daughter.
You're young. People watching might think, well, why didn't you stay in Syria and fight?
If you are between 15 and 45, you don't have an option but to fight. You cannot say no. You must fight. And while you're fighting, you have either two options, either to kill people or people will kill you. I want at some point to go back there, to the country, and contribute to the effort where the people are going to rebuild the country when this awful war is over. So in Epsom, I don't know where there are pay points.
Yes.
I can go there.
Nina and Timothy have given Ahmed a home, and they're now setting up a network for other families to provide homes for refugees and asylum seekers.
Well, it's been a delight having Ahmed here.
It's been a real pleasure from beginning to end.
But I think before Ahmed came, there's always this feeling of apprehension, you know, who is this person? What are they going to be like? You know, will they like living in our house?
And Ahmed obviously turned up with a feeling of apprehension as well.
The same feeling, you know.
It's Britain's decision on airstrikes that's been discussed around the dinner table.
I mean, it's kind of contradictory that you are welcome, but at the same time we're bombing there, you know. It's not going to solve the problem. The allies, you really care about Syrian people, you would have done it in 2011 when this all started. Not some because of the Paris attacks and stuff like that.
When was the last time you saw your wife and your children?
I mean, I've never got the chance to see my daughter till she was 1 year old, you know. And when she first met me, she didn't know me. I mean, it's awful. And I don't know, I think my wife, she might gave birth last week or this week, and I'm not sure about the sex of the gender of the new child, you know, because it's awful.
This is the street in Aleppo where Ahmed's wife still lives. He's not been able to speak to her because heavy bombing has destroyed the phone networks and cut off electricity.
I might see them 1 year from now, maybe 2 years from now, but at least they're alive. And the English say no news is good news, so as long as there's no news, they're fine. It's very difficult, it's very hard, but if you keep focusing on the good side of it, that being alive, you know, is something really incredible.